all have given everything we had to study in a country we believed in, right? I believed in the government of Canada.
It's a story of betrayal that shattered the dreams of over 500 international students whose letters of acceptance got revoked by a college in Ontario. We will discover what happened, the problems that arise, and speak about solutions available to students. This video isn't exclusive. It was not planned, but I believe my job as an education influencer is to give power to the powerless. Therefore, I decided to put together this piece to provide solutions to international student victims and those who might be in a similar situation in the future.
They are crying. There was one mother I talked to. She was crying. Her daughter was, she was saying, my daughter isn't able to even speak to us. She's so shocked.
Anurit is one of the students who had big dreams, but her world was wrecked by the unpredictable decision made by Northern College in Ontario.
I got accepted in December. I submitted my fees in February. Okay, and I got my visa in March. Informed the college in March that I will be coming in August. The situation changed in July 28th, which is like few days back. That is the day when I unexpectedly, without any prior information from college, got a letter saying that my seat is getting cancelled with my fees getting refunded.
Even though she can get back the $16,000 she paid for the first year, this news made a negative impact on Anurit's future plans.
So if I don't go to college in September, I'm going to be back by entirely 2 years. The degree that I was going to get in 2025, right? I'm going to get it in 2026, which is going to affect me so much. I don't know what immigration changes are going to come, right? It's very bad for my, resume, for my...
Do you have the funds to, let's say, pay another 1-year tuition?
No. The funds that I had right now were the only funds that my entire family, they invested in my education. And I have a younger sister who's going to college in next 2 years. So I was hoping that if I do a part-time job as a student, I'm going to save up a little bit for her, obviously because I'm going to pay my parents back.
You might be asking, is this a legal step to take for a college? I called the president and CEO of Northern College to ask myself.
One of the things that is probably not well known outside post-secondary circles is the fact that we but at times we do have to withdraw letters of acceptance, and this is in line with the binding policy directives around registration and student management in Ontario. We don't do it without a lot of thought beforehand and some really good rationale, because we acknowledge this creates problems for the students. In this case, we were oversubscribed heavily with our partner in Toronto.
One decision at the board, but countless ruined plans. Anurit considers herself among the lucky students, as she didn't have to take out a loan, but those who did are left with massive financial burdens.
To be very honest, in India, the place where I come from, majority of the students are from Punjab. Now, Punjab is a state where mostly the majority are farmers, right? Now, farmers, my father is a farmer as well, right? Now, the farmers, they invest everything they own, right? They sell their lands as well for the education of their kids. Right now, there are students, I talked to a few students, they are on student loans, right? Because their family didn't have the funds to give it all together. So students who were on loan from last 8 months, right? This entire process took around 8 months. They are paying interest and they are paying the EMI from last 8 months, ever since they got their loan.
It's important to speak about solutions. If you're a victim, here are a few choices you can make. Number 1, get a full refund and apply to a different school. Number 2, change your study program at Northern College. Number 3, defer to the next intake. Let's break them down individually. If you choose either a different school or a different study program, you will need to apply for a new student visa.
If it has already been approved and you are outside of Canada, really, unfortunately, your only option is to apply to another program, apply to another school, get a new letter of acceptance, and then resubmit your study permit application based on this new letter of acceptance.
Erica, the immigration lawyer I work with, has shared it's important that you include what happened to you in your new statement of purpose when reapplying.
I really do think that adding that personal touch into your letter is very important, making sure that you're specifically addressing the reasons that you chose that program to begin with, your excitement to start that program, and your disappointment when you found out that you can no longer come to Canada to pursue this program. I definitely would explain the reason for, the letter of acceptance being revoked. You want to make it very clear that it had nothing to do with you as a student. And then you need to explain to IRCC the reason that you're reapplying. And the new program you found, you want to ensure that you provide them with the same confidence that you provided in your initial application about the program's connection to your previous work experience or educational background. Why is it so important for you at this point in time? And most importantly, your future. How is this program, this new program, going to allow you to reach your future career goals?
I know you might be frustrated, as applying for a new study visa is a legal challenge, let alone the government fees you'll have to pay again. I also asked Dr. Panner about deferment and her solutions. This was her response.
First of all, they can get an absolute full refund if they would like. I mean, that is absolutely for sure. If they have travel plans they can't revoke, we will help them get seated in another campus, not necessarily in Toronto, in another campus or in another institution. So we are working with our partners in the system to do that. And we've already done that with a few of the students, and I apologize, I don't have an exact number, Max. And the third thing is they can defer. We can defer them to another intake when we know the numbers are a little more manageable.
What would be the process for them to take in order to defer to the next intake?
That would be, again, go back to international at northernvermont.ca and let them know that that's the option you want to take.
Do you have seats available for spring-winter 2024?
We do have some, particularly at the Northern College campus, at our partner campus, not as many. Even this fall, I mean, we can accommodate up to 132 students of the people that you mentioned, the 200 that you mentioned. We can easily accommodate that. So there are options. I really want to stress there are options. This is not the end of the world. This is it's a road that has a curve in it. That's what this is, Max.
I really hope the college will keep offering support to these students. And despite the outcome not being ideal, the students keep their hopes up. Canada has so much to offer, and I'm confident they can make a great contribution to make it even better. As I was putting together this investigation and looking for solutions, the unthinkable happened. I got a message from a student who wishes to stay anonymous about St. Clair College taking the same step of revoking hundreds of international students. We're still trying to verify this information, so if you have any data, please share it in the comments.
It's about their futures, right? I hope so you understand.
Instead of pointing fingers, I asked myself, what is Canada missing out on when such mass revocations happen, when many international students feel betrayed? Many immigrants come to Canada with insane work ethic. They are hardworking individuals who build this country into one of the most prosperous and successful nations on this planet. So what do you think goes through their mind when they face such dark challenges even before coming to Canada? Therefore, I'd like to support the international student community by initiating a petition to the Provincial Ministry of Education to forbid a mass cancellation of acceptance letters, and for IRCC to make an exception for students whose letters of acceptance were revoked by their schools, so that they don't need to go through all that legal battle to fight for a new study permit all over again. If you care about it, please sign in the description to this video. Also share it with friends and family so that those who care can make a difference for those who will care about us in the future. Subscribe to this channel, especially if you're an immigrant. We speak the truth.